And just want to say, first of all, to all the seniors, thank you for sticking with band when there's a lot of things that compete for your time and energy. And you set a foundation. And to me, I just am so excited about where our program is heading. The addition of Mr. Vanderlinden coming full circle from, I think he started maybe his career here at Cardinal, and I know he's seen some improvements. And so I just want to say for those parents that sometimes when your kiddos want to not come in, or you get them to practice, or you pull them out of bed, thank you, because music and band, summer athletics, it takes time and effort to get better. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you. What I want to talk about is this young lady up here, Zoe Owings. For us to understand all-state musician, I want you to think about it as if you were a football player or a basketball player. Some of you have been involved with that. Will could understand this because of his all-state speech time when he was here. But this is the best of the best, first team all-state in basketball or whatever. And I believe there's like 4,500 musicians that try out for all-state. And in band, there's about 400 maybe, not even that many that qualify. And that's just a start. But when you look through the all-state class list, there are very, very few small schools that get their students into all-state. And there's lots of reasons for that, right? There's reasons because sometimes in small schools, band instructors are doing so much, they have very little time to work with the students. They sometimes don't have these same opportunities to have instructors, private instructors like in bigger cities. Now Zoe and her family made arrangements for her to get to Iowa City, and they always work together, so this was a family thing, and I got a chance to get to know the family and upgraded their tickets a little bit here at the concert. But Zoe's drive and her commitment to our program is unlike much that I've ever seen with a student. She's kind of a cross between a drill sergeant, but kind of like a school nurse. So she's like really, really sweet, but she also will like make sure you're doing what you're supposed to, right, Mr. Miller? So I don't know if that's a good one. I was kind of thinking on my feet here. But she's a special kid, so just get ready for you guys that are going to be involved in summer. She's already got your whole summer planned out for like what you guys are going to be practicing for marching band. So she might come to your house and pull your kid out of bed if you don't show up. But she's special, and special kids have special opportunities. And I like what Mr. Miller said. You create your own luck, Zoe, and there was every reason for you not to achieve what you've done here. And she's a junior, so that's pretty special. I just want to say, Zoe, how important you are to Cardinal and how much I've enjoyed getting to know you and how much I appreciate you as your superintendent and how important you are to this band program. So with that being said, Zoe, I'll probably just give this to your dad because you'll have to play a solo here. I know it's a kind of long solo. So I just want to say, Zoe, on behalf of Cardinal Community School District as your superintendent, thank you for being awesome. So.
students take solos to Solo Festival, and students who got the excellent Division II rating, we had Devin on trombone, Tristan on clarinet, and Michael on the saxophone, and they got the Division II rating. Let's give them a round of applause. We had 6 solos get a Division I, the Superior Division I rating this year, which is outstanding for us. And to me, it's, besides all the hard work that the students do, one of the big differences that I see this year, because last year our ratings were a lot different, is the fact that students had the opportunity to have a weekly lesson because Mr. Vanderlinden has joined our staff. And with him added on, they all get a lesson every week. And that's something I was unable to provide in the past because of so many students, elementary, middle school, and high school together. And so I'm going to announce the blue or the gold medal Division I rating soloists: Araceli, Brandon Bosler, Zoe, Grant, McKenna, and Lindsay. 3 of those are freshmen. Let's give them. And then our ensemble, percussion ensemble, that's made up mostly of non-percussionists. We got a Division II rating, and that includes Araceli, Brandon, Zoe, Tristan, McKenna, Sierra, Mackenzie, Lindsay, Carrington, and Alita, and that's quite a crew. Our jazzy solo contest piece that we took and called A Night in Tunisia. Zoe Owings was selected. And Ella Thompson on bass clarinet. And Jaden Creech on clarinet. Thank you. Much like the All-State system, you guys can sit down. And I have a certificate for you guys. I'll get it to you, but I've just figured out on the fly that it's not going to work to hand you certificates and they'll get lost, whatever. So these students for that particular honor band have to audition for it, and that's what makes that especially cool. We're having more and more students audition. If they audition for the middle school district honor band and the high school district honor band, they have a much better chance of someday making it into the all-state band. It's the same process. So I encourage students to go through it, because like Mr. Patterson was saying, such a small percentage of kids actually make the all-state process. It is 17% of all students who audition actually ever make it in there. And so 83% go through the process. They don't lose, they gain from the process of auditioning. All of them become much better players through that. So I just kind of wanted to stress that part of it too. And before we play our final piece, which we've been so looking forward to, at least I have, and I'm projecting that on them. But I do want to recognize my three awesome seniors, and I have just a little paragraph I wrote about each of them. And you have a gift bag up here that I have for you that you want to pick up for me later on, okay? So I'm just going to recognize, if you would stand, please, one at a time. Mackenzie, go ahead and stand. Mackenzie has been a great contributor. Mackenzie has been a great contributor to the band. Her confident trumpet playing was recognized early on. I remember in either her freshman or sophomore year going to Marching Band Festival. I forget what show we were doing, but she wasn't the only trumpet player on the field. And one of the directors said to me, "Wow, you have a great trumpet player out there." And I was like, "Yeah." It wasn't exact. I was thinking of the one who had a solo out there. And so I mentioned something. He goes, "No, that little girl out there. Yeah, she's really good." So, and more than once I had out there. And so we've been blessed by that all these years. So thank you, Mackenzie. Good luck to you in whatever you do on that. And that's, thank you. Thank you. My next senior is Trey Albert. Trey has always been a solid player in our band, and he is the tail end of a Cardinal dynasty called the Albert family. Okay, and we have one of his sisters is a teacher at our school. She was a drum major for Cardinal not that many years ago. And he had two brothers older than him, and Trey is the last Albert of that clan to come through our program. I'm going to be especially sad to see him go when he does. Trey entered high school the same year that his older brother Tyler graduated. Tyler was also a great euphonium player, but when Trey stepped in as a freshman, it was just as if Tyler never left, because Trey just took his place and was playing with a lot of confidence as well. And it's also been cool, I won't lie. It's been cool to be able to go to recruitment at the elementary and say, "Yeah, starting quarterback is in the band too." So anyway, he's helped give us some credibility in that way as well, that kids can do more than one activity at our school. Thank you, Trey. And the third senior that I would like to recognize is Brandon Bosser. Brandon Bosser, please stand. Brandon Bosser is a solid musician and has developed into a great leader as a drum major for the last 2 years at Cardinal. He is very dependable, And he participates in everything from honor bands to solo festival to jazz band and so on. It's been a real treat to have Brandon in the band, and we are definitely going to miss him when he leaves. Brandon Bossler. I love all the band kids. They are my kids. We are a family when they come through, especially when they've been here 4 years in high school. And it's like having one of my own kids graduate and leave. Contest. It depicts a victorious Roman army marching back home along the Appian Way. If you know anything about Roman history, that Rome was built on 7 hills, and there's this path that comes leading back into Rome that the victorious armies would march back to Rome on. And this piece of music starts very soft, so as to just see that Roman army on the horizon, where you can barely see anything but maybe the flashes of sun off their armor and things. And it starts slow, then it builds as they get closer and closer to the city that they're going to. The music builds and gets a little bit louder and a little bit louder, and becomes very glorious and very large at the end. The ending is a spectacular event, just musically, even if we didn't add anything. I'm sorry about the spoiler there. Anyway, we have been waiting to do this, and we're excited to do this, and we thank you so much for coming to our concert and supporting us in this way, and we hope you enjoy the Pines of Rome.